Hello, friends from Fox. How's everyone doing today? It is Saturday, and I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm happy that you joined me. Thank you for being here. I am Cassie, and we're in Cassie's Corner. Yes, we are. I lost my train of thought. I really did. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when I drop a new video. And then leave me a comment. They say leaving comments can help my channel to grow, and that's all marvelous and stuff, but that's not what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about what you feel, what you think, what you need from me. If you need me to research something for you, is there a topic that I can touch on as far as the mental depression and anxiety, what you think, how you feel, that kind of thing. Today we're going to touch on jealousy. I say I'm not a jealous person. I've never really had anything, so I can't be jealous of what I've never had. And I know that's kind of contrary to being like, in my earlier post, I was like, why can't I be more like Diana? Why can't I be more like blah, blah, blah? Or my brother saying, of course, when my brother says that, I get kind of, there's a jealous tinge there because I'm like, why can't you like me? But when I personally am like, why can't I be more like this person? I don't feel like it's a jealousy thing any more so than it is me trying to escape me. I didn't like me for a long, long time. Me and me and me cannot get along. There's like this constant battle in our head that, and I say our, like there's more than one me. It's just constant battle in the head saying, you're not good enough, or you're not pretty enough, or you're not enough. You're not enough. And my problem with that is that I believe it. You know, whatever your head tells you, it's true for you. You believe it. So I don't feel like it's jealousy in as much as being a better self. Jealousy is not good for anybody. Jealousy is not... Why can't you be happy with someone when they... Like my mom and my sister had a very good relationship. They were thick as thieves. They were, however you want to say it, they were peanut butter and jelly. They were two of a kind, and I never had my mom in that capacity. And there was I don't even want to say it was jealousy. It was just more like, why can't I have that? Why can't my mom love me for me the way that she loves my sister? And there was a lot. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody, and I'm not saying my sister was a horrible person, but she, you know, she had her faults too. And I was like, why can't you see them? As opposed to like always pointing out mine. It's like my faults and my weaknesses she would constantly jab at, whereas I never saw her do that with my sister. And again, I had an older brother. My older brother and my mom also had, you know, their good relationship. Another relationship, and it kind of bugged me that I felt like she resented me more. And I think that was because mom and dad were getting divorced when I was... The divorce was ongoing. So between my conception and my birth, it just... it would make sense that she would resent me for being her ex's child, I think. But it's still... You still couldn't take it out of me. I didn't do it. So I don't feel like I dealt with jealousy in the traditional sense of jealousy. I've never been jealous of anyone. I would always wonder why. I guess it is kind of jealousy, though. Why would you pay attention to this person when I'm being the best person I can be? Why would you... there was also a time where my husband paid attention to his stepsister a lot more than me. And deep in my mind, I'm knowing that this is not a good person, that his stepsister is not a good person. And it wasn't jealousy. It was just that I knew she'd already done me wrong a couple of times. So I was like, and he was like, I'm not ditching my family for you. And that kind of hurt. But in the end, 10 years later, my words proved to be true. These people were not kosher. These people were not. They were not what they said. So I don't feel like that was jealousy. That was me knowing that this person was wrong. Somebody wouldn't listen to me. So jealousy is like a double-edged sword. It makes you look so pitiful and so, how do I put it? Like, so selfish, maybe? Kind of selfish. But it also, it can also bring out your ugly side. It can bring out so, like, you do anything to best this person. You do anything. You play an ugly part to get a pretty role. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that. You just want to take the jealousy and you want to take the that ugly green monster and you just want to set him aside and be like, okay, what are my real feelings here? Because what am I feeling? If you don't have anything, if you don't have money, or if you didn't grow up with the attention, you're not missing anything. So obviously you're not jealous. You're not really jealous. You're just wondering. I don't know how to explain it. You're just wondering why you can't get the attention. That's all that is. And it comes out as like stark, raving mad jealousy. You're just wondering what it is that you are missing, what it is that you are not doing, that, you're being the best person you can be. What it is, why is it that I have a family member, and this family member I don't care for. I don't really care for. I'm not naming names. I'm not even going to go that way. She had, I will say it was a she. I just don't like her. Oh my God. But she had a birthday, and everybody at work was like, the glitter, the confetti, the balloons, the, birthday presents, and this and that, and everybody was celebrating her, and I was like, why not me? Why not me? What did I do to not deserve? What have I done? What kind of person am I that I did not deserve that kind of birthday from coworkers or from people? And I don't know if that was jealousy, but it was a thought. I just saw it on Facebook and I'm like, but I never said anything. Actually, here's the first time I've ever been like confessing such a thing. Jealousy is not going to help you overcome any of your thoughts. Jealousy is going to put you back. It's going to set you back. You're going to be in constant comparison with somebody. Do not compare yourself to others because they have their life, and there's something sad about their life that they can't get over either. Their situation could be worse, and you wouldn't know it. But they're showing the best them that they can show you and overcoming, and you're sitting here, kind of wallowing in your misery when you don't even know what they're doing, what they've gone through. It could be a totally awful situation for them. And because you're not who you are in that situation, if you want to change people and, I wish I was like her. What if you were her? What if you can't handle your situation and her mentality? So comparison's not good. Jealousy is not good. And we're not going to do that anymore, are we? We are going to focus on what we can do and how we can better help people and how we can keep our minds from thinking that way. So here is what I do. I try to be happy for that person. I'm grateful that that person was able to have a birthday where she was happy and get presents and experience a birthday that I've never been able to experience. I have to be happy that that they are succeeding. I have to be happy in their success. I have to be. Because if I don't, it will drive me mad. It will drive me absolutely insane. I have to upbuild others instead of trying to bring them down. Every time I feel something. And again, I feel like we are all here to help each other. I feel like God gave me the capacity to love. He gave me the capacity to help each other. He gave me the capacity to care. So why would I bring another child of God down? My job is to be like him and build them up and make sure that they are celebrated. Instead of my selfishness ruining the whole situation. We can't do that. My sister got the better part of my mom. She got a good relationship with my mom, and I have to be thankful for that because she has that. She has, the pictures, she has the memories, she has the good times in her head. She has, she didn't have to be ashamed of who she was. She didn't have to live like that. And I need to be grateful for that because I don't know that she could have handled that. My brother had a good relationship with my mom. He could laugh at her. They could laugh in a way that we girls weren't able to laugh with her. He was a bigger guy. He looked a lot older than what he was, and then there were some funny times, for him, and some very good experiences for his ages. I mean, he was 14, passing as a 25-year-old man, so he had some good times. I don't want to get into that because some might see it as abuse, some might see it as wrong, and that's okay. That's okay. That's your opinion, but he did have that with my mom. And I'm grateful that my brother could have that relationship with my mom, a relationship that I could not have. I'm grateful that he had her in that capacity. We have to twist it around. Did you see that? My light flickered. It was raining last night. It was storming, so we may be in a situation where maybe some limbs went down somewhere and they're repairing them. I don't know. I'll check it out in just a minute. But yeah, try not to let jealousy get the better of you. Try not to let jealousy bring out the ugly in you. Try to give more of yourself in a situation where you're feeling down. Try to make sure nobody else can make you feel as down as you can, as you have. Nobody deserves to feel the way that we feel. Nobody deserves to be sad. Nobody deserves to be uncomfortable in their own skin, and I don't want to be the one to make that another person feel that way. So I have to be happy for other people. I have to really, celebrate who they are, and that's just how I feel about it. That helps me so much. If I twist it around like that and be like, okay, I'm jealous, I'm seething, I'm angry. Why is this person getting all the attention? Let me turn this around and be like, they don't deserve. Even though I've been treated a certain way, I'm just as ugly as anybody I'm mad at for treating me a certain way. if I'm that way towards another person, you just can't. We can't do that. That's not what we were sent here for. Revenge is never. It's never good, especially when you're taking it out on the wrong person. Revenge is never good. But anyway, that's my thought for today. I thought I would just share that with you right quick, like, because jealousy is not good. It makes you an ugly green monster. And we can't have that. We're God's children. We should be the light. We should be the good part of the situation. We should be the better part. We should be the we can laugh, we can joke, we can reset our minds to feel like we're doing a good thing. We're doing the best we can. Especially with jealousy. We have to curb that jealousy, because it's not good. It's not good at all. But I do want y'all to have a good day. Find that big belly laugh. I saw this YouTube channel last night. It was like a short, and it was talking about baby. It was showing how babies and dogs react, and I laughed so hard at one of those babies. I don't know. I could not breathe. I needed that laugh. I needed that outlet. Really, I did. I just laughed. I try to find funny stuff on here. If I can't find it I will look on YouTube for the funny stuff if I don't have it in my life. Usually, me and my daughter, we're laughing. And then there are sometimes where she doesn't want to laugh, and she has a hard time with her situation. So I look up videos, watch cute little babies and dogs. I love the videos. I don't know his name, Rock something, but he voices over like for dogs in situations, and he's real funny. He does that so well. I don't know how he does that. Anyway, I want you to have a good day. Have the best Saturday. Remember to relax. Pamper yourself. Go spa yourself. You can do it by yourself. You know how to clean out from under your toes. You know how to, sand your feet down. You know how to do all that stuff. You can do it. I can't take a bath for 4 more days, and I'm like going crazy. I can take a shower, but I can't take a bath. Yeah, have a good day. Find that belly laugh. Find something to be grateful for. And I will see y'all next time. Thanks for joining me in my corner. I like this corner. Something just popped up on my computer. Y'all have a good day. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.